High Magistrate Velkahan studied the data pad with satisfaction, his 4 eyes gleaming with malicious pleasure. The exile sentence had been passed unanimously by the Galactic Tribunal. Humanity would be relocated to Kepler 438c, a Class 15 Deathworld where they would presumably perish within a single rotation cycle. Perfect justice, he muttered to his aide. The humans violated 17 interstellar treaties with their aggressive expansion. Let the planet itself be their executioner. Kepler 438c was legendary among xenobiologists as the galaxy's most hostile environment. Its surface temperature fluctuated between -60 and +90 degrees Celsius daily. The atmosphere contained toxic levels of sulfur compounds, and the indigenous life forms included acid-spitting crystalline predators, burrowing parasites that could dissolve bone, and carnivorous plants capable of detecting prey from kilometers away. No species had ever survived more than 72 hours on its surface. The human delegation, led by Colonel Sarah Mitchell, accepted the sentence without protest. "We understand the tribunal's decision," she said calmly. "When do we depart?" 6 months later, Magistrate Velkahan received the first surveillance report from the monitoring station orbiting Kepler 438c. He expected to read casualty figures and perhaps a few scattered survivor counts. Instead, he found something impossible. Population, 2.3 million and growing, the report stated. Infrastructure development, extensive. Current projects include 3 spaceports, underground cities, and what appears to be mining operations. Velkahan's mandibles clicked in confusion. There must be an error. Run the scan again. The second report was even more disturbing. Not only were the humans thriving, but they had somehow managed to establish industrial facilities. Thermal imaging showed massive underground complexes connected by sealed transit tubes. How are they surviving the temperature fluctuations? Velkahan demanded of his science advisor. According to the data, they've adapted their architecture. Underground cities maintain stable temperatures, while surface installations use some kind of thermal exchange system. It's actually quite ingenious. 3 months later, the monitoring station detected something that made Velkahan question reality itself. The humans were terraforming. Atmospheric processors hummed across the planet's surface, slowly converting the toxic atmosphere. The acid-spitting predators had been domesticated somehow and were being used in mining operations. The carnivorous plants were being cultivated in vast agricultural complexes. "Impossible," Velkahan whispered. "The parasites alone should have killed them all." His aide consulted the latest biological reports. "Sir, it appears the humans have developed a symbiotic relationship with the parasites. They're using them to process heavy metals from the soil. The human immune system has somehow adapted to treat the parasites as beneficial bacteria." The final straw came exactly 1 year after the exile. Colonel Mitchell sent a formal communication to the Galactic Tribunal. "Esteemed magistrates, we write to thank you for our new home. Kepler 438c has exceeded all expectations. Our population has grown to 4.2 million, and we've established 17 cities across 3 continents. The unique ecosystem has provided remarkable opportunities for technological advancement." She paused, and when she continued, there was something in her voice that made Velkahan's skin crawl. "We've also made several interesting discoveries about the planet's resources. The crystalline predators produce a mineral essential for faster-than-light drive construction. The underground cave systems contain rare earth elements worth approximately 47 trillion credits. Most importantly, we've learned to weaponize the planet's atmospheric conditions." The transmission included technical specifications that made the tribunal's military advisors pale with terror. The humans had turned every aspect of the Deathworld into either a resource or a weapon. In light of these developments, Colonel Mitchell concluded, "We're prepared to offer the Galactic Tribunal a trade agreement. We can provide FTL drive components and atmospheric weapons in exchange for lifting the exile restrictions on human expansion." The unspoken threat was clear. Comply, or face the military might of a species that had turned the galaxy's most hostile world into their fortress. Magistrate Velkahan stared at the communication for a long time. Finally, he turned to his aide. Schedule an emergency tribunal session. We need to discuss revised terms for the human situation. What should I tell them our position is, sir? Velkahan's 4 eyes dimmed with defeat. Tell them we're prepared to negotiate. And for the love of all that's sacred, never suggest exile as a punishment again. Outside his office window, the first human trade ship was already requesting docking clearance at the capital station. The exiles had become conquerors, and the galaxy would never be the same.